Hi, welcome to this part of my review featuring the DarkEnergy core rulebook. If you haven't seen the other parts of my review featuring this 5e powered high fantasy, high technology role-playing game, please check out the playlist in the description below. This time we are going to continue with the species featuring the Kefali. The Kefali are quite interesting because they are divided into subspecies, and we will talk about those in a few moments. The Kefali are an ancient and powerful species of animal-like beings, whose empire once encompassed numerous worlds. They are divided into powerful houses based on their species. The Kefali are constantly struggling for control of the 7 cities of gold that are the religious and cultural pillars of their mighty civilization. When their gods revealed the veil between worlds to the Kefali, they boldly strode forth from their homeworld of Nibiru to realms unknown. They began conquering in the name of the Ma'at in an effort to establish order throughout the universe. Then disaster struck when they encountered the elves and were handed their first major defeat. Then, near 2000 years before the shearing, the veil began to mysteriously harden, and the Kefali were forced to give up their claimed worlds or be trapped forever. Despite their mastery of the veil, nothing they tried could stop its closing, and the heart of their civilization was torn out by this catastrophe. Over the years, the idea of traveling to other worlds has become nothing more than a fairy tale to most Kefali, but not all have forgotten. Once the name Kefali was feared across the universe, now that the shearing has shattered the veil, it shall be again. The hit points and size of a Kefali varies according to the subspecies. They have decent speed, and their alignment, they tend towards one extreme or another. Those that adhere to law and order are known as followers of Ma'at, while those who delight in chaos are the Isfet. It's hard to generalize about Kefali, but your Kefali character does have some general traits. Kefali reach adulthood in their late teens and live less than a century. Kefali species vary widely in height and build, from barely a foot tall to well over 15 feet tall. There is a variant to this species known as the augmented Kefali. After the shearing, the Kefali were exposed to the alien human technology. Some houses quickly saw the advantage of such devices and began experimenting on upgrading themselves with magically supplemented servo limbs and advanced weaponry. These augmented Kefali are still rare, but their numbers are rapidly growing. Let's talk about a few of the Kefali race traits. You have predatory instincts, which is proficiency in the perception and stealth skills. You also have fearsome roar. You can roar and expend your attack action to force each creature of your choice within 30 feet to make a wisdom saving throw. A target automatically succeeds if it can't hear or see you. On a failed save, a target becomes frightened for 1 minute. If the frightened target takes any damage, it can repeat the saving throw, ending the effect on itself on a success. There is also bite. As a bonus action, your bite can be used as a melee weapon attack. It does 2d4 plus strength modifier of piercing damage. You could also claw. As a bonus action, your claws are natural weapons, which you can use to make unarmed strikes if you are unarmed, of course. They do 1d4 plus strength modifier of slashing damage. And you have multi-attack. As a bonus action, you make 3 attacks, 1 bite attack and 2 claw attacks. There is also Cat Scratch Fever. Your claw attack deals an additional 1d4 of persistent poison damage. This can only be taken by a certain subspecies. And there is Pack Mentality. You have advantage on attack rolls against a creature if at least one of your allies is within 5 feet of the creature and the ally isn't incapacitated. This can also only be taken by a certain subspecies. The two subspecies are basically feline humanoids and canine humanoids. The felines focus more on power and individuality, and the canine ones focus more on charisma and teamwork. Let's talk about the cynocephaly first. Also known as the cyno, These are a powerful race of dog-like Kefali. They are led by the Canine Council and the Packmaster who rules from the golden city of Sivola in the heart of Lemuria. This subspecies has an ability augment on Charisma, a free ability augment, and an ability failing of Intelligence. When it comes to languages, you can speak, read and write Common and Sinoan. If you are intelligent enough, you can learn an additional language. Concerning proficiencies, you are skilled in the use of scimitars, heavy armor and shields, and you could use tools such as gaming sets or smith's tools. There are 4 races, 4 great packs within House Sino. They are House Varg, House Canis, House Litayo, and House Yogal. Each family has smaller subspecies within it that are not listed. House Varg are the biggest and most ferocious cynocephali. They claim their lineage from the mighty wolf. Most of the ruling class is made up of wargs. You have pretty good hit points, you are of medium size, and your ability augment is strength. Then there is House Canis. This is the largest and most diverse family of cynocephali. They claim their lineage from the honorable dog, and their dog soldiers make up the backbone of every Sino army. You have decent hit points, you are of medium size, and your ability augment is Constitution. Then there is House Litayo. This is the most spiritual family of cynocephali. They claim their lineage from the devout fox. They have low hit points. They are of medium size, and their ability augment is Wisdom. Then we have House Yogal. This is the smallest and most secretive family of cynocephali. They claim their lineage from the Sly Jackal and prefer to stay in the shadows. They also do not have too many hit points. They are of medium size and their ability augment is Dexterity. Next we have the Feloran. The Feloran are a powerful subspecies of cat-like Kefali. The Pharaoh rules all of the Pride lands from the golden city of Thinis. You have a free ability augment and a Dexterity ability augment as well. Your ability failing is Charisma. Concerning languages, you can speak, read and write Common and Felorian. If you are sufficiently intelligent, you can choose one additional language. Concerning proficiencies, you are skilled in the use of the sickle sword and the whip, the use of light armor and medium armor, and you could use some tools such as a poisoner's kit or a forgery kit. Concerning races, there are 5 prides within the House of Feloran. They are House Assad, House Jolvar, House Mew, House Pardus, and House Lince. Each family has smaller subspecies within it that are not listed. When it comes to House Assad, this is the dominant family in Feloran society, and they claim their lineage from the noble lion. Members of this house have good hit points, and they are of medium size. Their ability augment is Strength. Then we have House Jolvar. This is a powerful family of the Feloran that claim their lineage from the mighty tiger. You have pretty good hit points, you are of medium size, and your ability augment is Constitution. Now I am a bit undecided about this configuration for House Assad and House Jolvar because, well, the Siberian tiger is the mightiest predator alive, at least when it comes to land-based predators. They can even take down elephants. So I think they would be stronger than the lion, and the lion would get added protection from the lion's mane. So I think perhaps the lions should be more prominent or outstanding when it comes to constitution and hit points. But then again, if you portray the tiger as only being strong, as long as a tiger and a lion are equally matched in size, then there is balance. They are equally matched as combatants. But here it's very difficult to tell because perhaps this is a unique case. So I think that it's still okay that the Jolvar has more constitution and hit points and the Assad has more strength, but it still leaves you wondering if it's the best way to represent them. Then we have the Mew. House Mew is the largest and most diverse family of Feloran that claim their lineage from the assertive cat. You are pretty low on hit points. Your size is small, so you get a bonus to armor class. Your ability augment is Intelligence. Then we have House Pardus. This is a varied family of Feloran that claim their lineage from the mysterious Panther. You are decent in hit points, you are of medium size, and your ability augment is Wisdom. Then we have House Lince. This is a small family of Feloran that claim their lineage from the Solitary Lynx. You are pretty decent in hit points, your size is medium, and your ability augment is Intelligence. And this concludes this part of the review. In the next part we are going to take a look at the Orcs and Troglodytes. I really like the Kefali. I love how they divided this species in two subspecies, one representing felines, another one representing canines. And although the physical representation of a bestial humanoid could be far from perfect, they do a pretty good job at highlighting the things that make cats and dogs, so to speak, so particular. For example, when it comes to sheer physical capacity, there is no canine that can match the strength of a feline, that is the Siberian tiger. But on the other hand, they also represent the capacity of canines to work together as a pack. So I definitely like this species quite a bit. Some of you know that I like lion men and all sorts of lion humanoids when it comes to role-playing games. So I definitely want to roleplay as a Kefali one of these days. Thank you for watching this part of the review. If you have any comments or questions, please let me know. And thank you so much to those of you that have been supporting the channel by sending right through RPG gift certificates. If anyone else wants to further support the channel, the information on how to do that will be in the description below. Once again, thank you, and see you later.